Welcome in, everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. Session 54, I believe. We are getting up there.
You were right.
First thing is that Corey isn't quite with us yet, but should hopefully be joining us here before too long. So we're going to start, as always, with our thank yous to Critical Role for creating and allowing us to play within the wonderful world of Exandria, and to Critical Role, Dungeon Glitch, Reliquary Records, and Hunter Rogertson for all of the music that you're going to be hearing tonight. So last time, with the Second Chances, our heroes, they awoke in the lavish chateau again with 1 day left to go before the rescue mission that they're going to be sent on. They did meet with the Calleton family, the mother and father, as well as the bodyguard of the girl who was kidnapped, and got a little bit more information. They had a bit of team bonding, or, you know, I don't know, a moment where they all kind of felt like a family. Not necessarily the first time, but it has definitely been one of the more poignant moments of camaraderie, peer pressure, making fun of one another, things like that. There were a few moments where some different characters came to some realizations. Rosalind realizing that she wants to stay in Exandria even after, if they save the world, even after that, and that she's going to have to probably break up with Mira in order for that to happen.
Good luck.
Maeve had everyone come with her back to the Mother's Lighthouse as well to see if anyone's seed had sprouted, and two of them had, in a way. One was Corey's, which we know to be Leaf's doing, and the other one was Leaf's, but in a different way. Instead of the seed sprouting, a curious fungus had come to life and created some sort of crown of spores, a magic item that he now has and will get a chance to try out here probably before too long. Everyone headed back to the lavish chateau that night to have one more restful slumber before the next day. So with that, everyone, you are back at the lavish chateau. Was there anything that you would like to do the night before in preparation for the coming mission?
So is this that evening?
Yes, this is that evening. The
All
sun
right.
is down. You're back in the lavish chateau. Okay.
We already talked about it, but I can explain if need be.
Sure, yeah, go right ahead.
All right, hold on. I gotta post this message I sent you. Ah, fuck, I talked too much. Hold on. So that night, she, I assume after we're all, you know, eating dinner or whatever, she'll just let Zana know that she's gonna take a sending room message, but she can find a different room if she wants to be able to be in the room that night, so that she's not in her way.
So are you waiting till later in the night, or you're just letting her know, like, hey, I'm gonna send this message, so like I'm gonna have a visitor type deal?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. She just nods.
Okay, cool. Because I like to be kind and be aware that I got roommates. Here it is. Okay. So, she will send a message to him that says...
To who?
To Kalen. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did I not say that? I didn't say
that. Your boyfriend, of course.
My boyfriend. And so her message just says, had a scary vision, but group has been supportive. If you have time to meet, I can explain. Would love to hear how you've been.
His response comes through immediately. It's belabored. He seems short on breath, and you hear, Maeve, wonderful to hear your voice right now. I'm in the midst of a situation. They're flanking. Raven, cover. I'll visit when I can. And it ends.
She looks very alarmed. Oh, no.
Oh.
She just kind of comes back to her seat and just looks a little worried. She sits back down again.
Well, that's not quite how I look after I use the sending stone. You look worried. I look angry usually. How you, is everything all right with Kalen?
I think I interrupted him while he was fighting something dangerous.
Well, I'm sure he'll be all right. got some competent fighters around him, and well, I guess we've never actually seen him fight before, but have we?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. He fought with us
Werewolf.
with the werewolf situation.
And the iris eaters.
Oh, Roz has done her best to put that out of her mind. To never remember that moment again. Oh, yeah. I kind of thought I dreamt that, which is interesting because I don't dream.
I mean, also to be fair, in your case, like the way that he uses his magic is also kind of terrifying. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he'll be all right.
Yeah. Feel a little silly interrupting his busyness, but I guess there's no other way to really do it.
But yeah, you couldn't have known. I messaged Saris while she was in the middle of sleeping.
The time change. That's something I've had to learn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have realized Haldor wouldn't be the same time as it is here. Yes.
We'll get you a map.
Ah,
Time zone map.
great.
So you do have a map of Wildemount, so it wouldn't
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
time
hard
zone.
to get a map of all of Exandria.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Teldori is probably like maybe like 3 hours behind you, and it was pretty early. I think it was
Fair
like
enough.
super early when you guys woke up. So
Fair enough.
Well, anyway, sorry for the interruption.
Not at all.
all right. Well, did anyone else have anything that they would like to do the night before? Any imaginary friends they'd like to chat with? Anything like that?
Did you already use your sending stone for the day?
I did.
And she
Gotcha.
never even messaged you back on her neighbor's sending stone. How rude.
She didn't. I know. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
Listen, she's not going to be able to sneak out every day. Eventually, she's going to get caught if she does.
Well, all right. Everyone finds their way to their rooms.
Does Anna actually go to sleep, or is she sneaking out?
No, she is there for now.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Good, you're getting sleep.
She might.
Actually, can I do something before I go to bed?
Of course you can.
I want to drink this potion of longevity.
Aha! The potion of longevity.
Guys, Leo's never gonna die.
Gonna outlive us all.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, he only has to
Second
probably
here.
make it to like 300 to be able to outlive Roz.
Yeah, I know. Only person he might not outlive would be Maeve.
Hermia.
Oh, Hermia, you're right.
Hermia gonna live a long time.
Right.
All right. So, oh wait, no, that's the potion of vitality.
Hermia got a century or so. Not century, more than a century.
That was a millennium.
Millennium.
Yeah.
That's what I had to say.
I think Aldrin lived to be like
Here
600
we
or
go.
700 or something like that.
Really?
All right,
That
so
was-
when you
long
drink
do I
this
have?
potion,
have no idea.
your physical age is reduced by 1d6 plus 6 years to a minimum of 13 years. Each time you subsequently drink a potion of longevity, there's a 10% cumulative chance that you instead age by 1d6 plus 6 years. Suspended in this amber liquid are a scorpion's tail, an adder's fang, a dead spider, and a tiny heart that, against all reason, is still beating.
That sounds evil. Don't drink
So,
that.
where are you sitting as you're pondering using this, Leo?
I'm just sitting on the bed with it in
Okay.
my hand, like, should I not? And I'll drink it. Like,
Yeah, so as you're holding it up and looking at it and kind of swirling it around, you see each of these weird ingredients in it. But, as you said, against your better judgment, you decide what the hell. And as you pop the cork, all of those ingredients inside just seem to, like, you blink and they're gone. You kind of swirl it around a little bit, looking around for them inside, but none of them seem to be there. So you put it to your lips and you down it all in one go, and it's a viscous, kind of syrupy feeling. It also has like a rusty sort of taste to it, like drinking like rust-filled water. It's not great, but you down it. Go ahead and roll a d6.
Great. 3 plus 6, so 9 years.
Okay. So, taking a look at yourself in the mirror, you think maybe you see like some of your crow's eyes kind of changes a bit. You feel maybe a bit more invigorated. 6 years, right? No, sorry, 9
so
years.
3
9 years.
yeah,
3, yep,
9.
yep, yep.
But it says to
So
a minimum of 13. What does that mean?
that means you can't age yourself any younger than 13.
Oh, okay.
So
I was
as
thinking
you,
like I got 13 regardless.
That's
yeah.
right.
So as you just wanted to wake up the next day as a fucking 13-year-old.
No, I was meaning I got 13 years knocked off. But 9
Gotcha.
years would actually bring my character dead
Under
on
200.
200.
Well,
Or,
you're actually, according to your dossier, you are
Yeah.
207.
So
you're now 198.
198. So you don't see a whole lot of change in yourself, but you feel at least a bit more energetic.
That's great because they say 200 is the new 100.
Just shy of 200. Tell you what, Leo, roll a D100 for me.
Oh god. I'm gonna do it in roll 20.
Sure.
What the fuck?
Wow, you needed above a 95. Give me a second here.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Well, Leo's dead. He's a
5%.
fetus.
5% chance of what? Oh no. About to have a Benjamin Button over here.
Take a +1 strength ability score increase.
Oh.
Ooh.
Very fancy.
Puts your strength at 10, I believe now. So no more -1.
Yep.
So the next time that
Nice.
someone
That's
needs you
dope.
to lift a treasure chest, you might be able to do it.
Oh, that's so good. I love it.
All right. So if that is everything, everyone finds their beds.
Yes.
You mostly have a pretty restful night of sleep. Maeve, yours is difficult to fall asleep as you are anxiously awaiting and wondering if Kaylin is going to show up or not, and if not, what could be the reason. You know, maybe it's not safe to do so. Maybe he used up all his spell slots. Or worse.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Found another woman. No.
Oh god, if that 5 is for that, I'm gonna hit somebody.
Anyway,
Great, because I'm the only one around.
Where's Balthazar?
but eventually, morning comes. You all awake, feeling refreshed. What would you like to do, Second Chances?
Well, let's all meet together and talk this out, I guess.
Yep, so as you all come down for breakfast, as has been routinely prepared for you since you are the guests of the Ruby of the Sea, Mr. Lavore is there and lets you know that you can expect to meet with the crew that he has prepared for you. You should probably head down to the docks later in the evening. The place and time that you're meeting the Burnt Coast Pirates is actually the following morning, but it'll take the night's travel to get there. So you'll want to leave sometime just before sundown. They tell you to look for the Pandering Breeze, which is helmed by Captain Elizabecca Brighteyes.
All right.
Those names in the chat for you. So with that, you have breakfast to enjoy.
There it is. Well, suppose with the time we have, we could look into our other mystery.
Oh, the missing Aeormatons?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Objections?
No.
Just should probably check out the leads closest to the docks, so we could probably check out a couple down there and then head on over to get our ship.
Makes sense. Let me see here.
Zana's giving you a bit of a side eye, Maeve.
She'll look at her.
You
Yes.
seem a bit off this morning, and you weren't visited last night.
She's kind of twirls her thumbs. No, I have not heard from him. Sleep was a little bit difficult as a result, but I'm not sure what worrying is going to do.
Your
Don't exactly-
sending stone is refreshed. You don't want to check on him? Put your mind at ease?
She kind of looks a little embarrassed at everybody. She's having Sana tell her this. I'll be back. You guys keep going. Here are the notes. She kind of pushes the notes and then just kind of quickly gets up from the table.
So the notes are in Notion, but for those of you who may not have it up yet, let me see.
Do you want me to? I can copy and paste if that makes it easier.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to just drop that into the chat so everyone sort of has it in front of
You
them.
got it. Give me 1 second, guys, and then I'm gonna send you a message.
But you have 4 leads to go off of.
Alright. Alright, so Zarison and Coiltrix are in the Restless Wharf, as is Paltronic. So those would probably be the sensible places to start if we were worried about staying close to the harbor.
It just makes it easier to start the mission when you say.
Well, again, remember, it's early in the morning, so you guys have till like around 6, 7 before you have to worry about being at the harbor, so.
Fair enough.
Oh, God, stop trying to change Elven to 11. Stupid Google Docs.
All right.
Google Docs so much.
Well, I guess when Maeve comes back, we'll go around and question each of them one at a time, see what we can find out, and we'll write it down and then go focus on our mission here. And when we get back, we can start pursuing the leads that we get.
Sounds good. Roz, do you have your girlfriend rock? And have you used it today?
What? Sending stone.
I know what he means. Rod's trying to figure out why it's called that.
Because Maeve's is her boyfriend rock. It's just
Right. Well, I
easier
can't
that
talk to
way.
my girlfriend on it, but fair point. Yes, I do, and no, I have not used it yet today.
Can I use it to contact my sister real quick?
She tosses you the sending stone. Gladly, keep it,
She doesn't mean it.
Why keep it?
because I hate it.
Is it defective?
It might as well be, but go ahead. No, it's yours. Enjoy.
Wow.
Okay. And I will send a message to Lesna. It's like, we're at Nicodranus. It's been kind of weird. We fixed the Wulion gate problem with the giants, and we're rich. How
Well,
are
not
you?
anymore, but I also have my message when you're ready.
I love that, and we're rich. That's a great little just tack
Yep.
on there.
Comes through. That's splendid. Send some of that home when you can. Triv's been doing good. I got a job at a bakery. When are you coming home?
I see why you hate these.
Because they're the worst. I know. It's your curse now. Enjoy.
Why can't you just have like a reply?
They got the reply.
But
It's just
for
funny. It's
us-
funny because the majority of the people that you message to just don't really, I guess, understand how magic works. And they're like, "Oh, you're just talking to me. Cool. I'll talk back to you."
Yeah, I know.
I have my message when we're ready.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, Sarah counted the words. Maeve's barely counted the words.
I was gonna say, I find it weird that Maeve's like, I just need to know if he's all right. Goes up, takes out the pen and paper.
Yeah, no. I just, for my sake, I just needed to count, but
Sure, no
this is
problem.
not being counted. She just kind of goes into a corner and takes a deep breath. Hey, hope I'm not interrupting you. Just want to know if you're okay. Don't worry about seeing me. Just worried about you. How many was that?
You wait for a moment. For a moment longer. Time seems to stretch out. Your anxiety does not help the situation at all.
No, she panicky.
As you realize that no reply is coming.
Okay. Deep breaths. She sticks the stone in her pocket and just kind of goes back to the group. So, no response yet.
He could just be resting.
Yeah. It's probably late over there. Or later.
Something like that. So, where are we going?
We should probably check out.
I think
Aeormaton and then head down to the wharf.
yeah, I think the skew would be our first stop.
All right.
Sorry, Maeve.
Fine.
Sure, he's okay.
We've got something to do.
Yep.
So let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So as you all leave the lavish chateau and head out into the opal archways, you come upon Zervaxon's resplendent produce stall, which is currently unmanned.
Oh my god!
I knew it!
I knew it! Robbie, how could you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just telling you what you see.
Let's go check,
Yeah.
to see if he's... Yeah. And
Yeah, let's go
knows
check.
Where they were.
You want to go check where he stays with the
His
dwarven
house, yeah.
couple?
Yeah.
Yep, no problem. It's on the way into the skew as well. So, you follow Roz and Hermia as they move with purpose to the house of the dwarven couple that Zervaxon is staying with. As you get there, sort of looking into the backyard, you see the shed out there that he stays in. You see his crops and his fruits and whatnot. Walk up, you knock on the door. It's not the old man who answers this time. Old dwarven lady. She has a crutch that she's leaning pretty hard on. Seems to have a pretty bad limp in one of her legs. Coke bottle glasses that make her eyes, her little beady eyes, look like Disney eyes through the glasses. Like we're talking like old lady as she comes to the door. Yes, can I help you?
Hi, we're looking for Zervaxon.
Oh, are you friends of Zervi's?
Yes, we're just checking in on him.
Oh, well, he leaves pretty early in the morning and goes up into the opal archway with his stall. He has the most amazing... Did you know this? He was able to combine an apple and an orange into a single fruit. It's the most savory, delicious thing. See, I have trouble. I can't peel the rinds off of the oranges. So if I want an orange, I just have to eat them through, which is it's difficult to do.
He never made it to his stall.
Oh.
Can we check, where he's staying to see if there's, clues or something? We're afraid
Sure.
he might be missing.
Oh, all right, sure. If his stall is out, he should be there. He never leaves it. All right, meet me around back. And she closes the door and starts heading back through the house. So you all go back around to the back door. You wait for a moment. You wait for another moment. And after about 5 minutes, you hear the door unlocking and opening up, and she steps out. Oh, it's right there. You can go and check.
Okay. Is it? I mean, are there signs of like forced entry? Like, is there like signs of like a scuffle happening, like
No,
outside the
it
door?
doesn't look like it. You can go ahead and try the door as well, opening it up and heading inside. It is pretty small. Anyone, I don't want to say normal, but anyone outside of an Aeormaton who, would have material things or, need to sleep or lay down, there's not a whole lot of room in here. And the majority of the room that is here is taken up by small potted plants. There's a small table littered with different sort of seeds and stuff like that over in the corner. But taking a look around, no, there doesn't seem to be any sort of signs of struggle or anything that is amiss.
All right, so he was
outside
probably picked up on the way then.
Yeah,
Or-
well,
or
outside
once
the
he'd arrived.
outside the door, like, is there footprints, like his footprints,
Yep,
like more
yep.
than one pair of footprints?
You notice what you would assume to be, it doesn't look like shoes or anything like that. It's a pretty definitive footprint of an Aeormaton foot, but no, you only see his out here.
Okay. So I guess I'll follow his footprints.
Yeah, they basically kind of go through the garden to the street, which is cobblestone, and you can tell just from where some of the dirt and the soil kind of fell off of it, he would have been heading in the direction of his stall.
Leaf, can you turn into a hound, and when we go check out his stall, can you maybe follow, see if you can find a track of him?
I can also help. I have locate object. I could
Yes,
maybe try
of
to
He's
course.
not an object. He's a person.
I meant locate perhaps his oranges.
I will also let you know that every night when you've seen him sort of packing up, he makes sure to give out all of his produce or take what he can home with him. The stand, when you saw it, was fully stocked for the day.
All right, so he did make it to the stand. So let's start there then.
Okay.
All right, we'll go investigate around the stand.
All right. Someone go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Not I.
Anybody have higher than +1?
I do. Let me
Okay.
see.
Plus
Do you want-
6.
All right.
I have a +5, so Leo, you do it.
Well, you both can do it. Mine's just with advantage with only +1, so y'all go ahead.
Yep, you can either both do it or one of you can do it with advantage.
Well, I rolled
Well,
an
you can both do it.
18,
I'll do it too.
Okay.
Ah, I just threw it on the floor.
So
Do
25.
it
gotta-
on the floor.
I got a 19 plus 5.
So a 24 and a
Whatever that is.
25.
Yeah.
So, Leo, as Hermia is looking around the stall, you're kind of looking around the area, thinking that somebody must have saw something. The street's not necessarily busy, but it's not empty either. But of course, it's, depending on when he was taken, the people in the immediate area probably wouldn't have much to tell you. But you do notice across the street, one of the establishments here is a cafe that has a table sort of set up in a bit of a not like outdoors, but there's kind of a bit of a little booth area that kind of extends out a little bit, like, windows and whatnot, so you can see a view of the street. So you think it's possible that, if there was anyone being served there, that maybe, someone from inside, a waiter or something, may have seen something. Hermia, as you are checking around the stall, it's not completely stocked. It does look like a few oranges have been sold, maybe 2 or 3 of them. And you sort of check around behind it, you do find a small little tray back there with a few silver in it as well.
That's it.
Oh, I'm going to go check out the cafe.
Okay.
All right, so yeah. You head inside and you are immediately greeted by a small gnomish woman who is sitting up on a high chair behind the sort of maitre d's desk, like a little desk as people kind of come in and welcome in. What is it that you're looking to get today? Is there anything that we can help you with? We have some seats available, or we can get you whatever it is you need to go.
Actually, your establishment, you guys probably buy produce from the Aeormaton, like right across the way there, right?
I mean, he doesn't really have enough to supply the entire cafe, but I mean, on occasion, we'll get some snacks or take a break or lunch. Sir Vaxon is not a regular in here. He doesn't eat per se, but we know of him, yeah.
Do you have anyone seated where they could see his stall from your store right now?
Well, I mean, anyone who would have been seated up in the front there would have a good view of it, but I think we've only had a few people come in. One elderly couple, but they left here about an hour ago.
Do you mind me asking what their names are? Because Sir Vaxon is missing, and he never leaves his stall.
I'm
kind of
afraid
worried.
I don't know who they are. I did see him there this morning when I came in. He's always here bright and early before the sun is even up to get his stall up and running. Do you think this is related to the kidnappings that have been happening down in the wharf in the open quay? There's been a few missing persons posters put up, but it doesn't seem like the city's really all that concerned about it.
That's what my party is starting to think. We were trying to make sure Sir Vaxon wasn't a victim of this. We're hoping he's
terrible.
not, and he's just helping someone else. But that couple would probably be the only ones that have seen him if he was taken recently.
Sorry, I have no idea who they are, what their names were, unfortunately.
Leaf, you said you could like turn into something that could like maybe sniff him out.
Yes, I could attempt to turn into a dog of some sort and
Turn
try
into
to
a leaf
track him.
dog.
Compliance. And
Or
Leaf
recently
is
here.
going to wild shape into a little leaf pupper.
Aw.
Oh, leaf pupper.
It's a Pomberleafian.
Okay. What scent would you like to attempt to pick up here? Because being a Aeormaton, they don't really have their own scent in the same way that most, natural beings would.
Well, you said that his stand was filled with app oranges, so presumably the scent of app oranges might still be on him, so
Okay.
I'll smell for that.
So go ahead and make a... Let me bring up a character sheet here real quick. I'm going to let you make a choice. You can do survival or you can do investigation.
I'll do survival and I'll spend an inspo for advantage.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
20.
24, because you have advantage, right?
That's right.
24.
Okay, I'm like, were you at disadvantage and this is just
Numbers
a straight
are
roll?
hard.
Okay.
Numbers are
All right. So, turning into a leaf dog, which is just a dog with a leaf head, you sniff around the cart a little bit, and you all watch as Leaf spends about 5 minutes kind of walking around within the vicinity here, about 5 to 10 feet sort of on either side of it. And the citrusy, sweet smell of the app oranges is definitely very specific. It's something you can tell when you're near it. But Zervaxon himself obviously didn't eat them. He just handed them off to someone. So it's hard to know if the trail or the scent that you've gotten is of his, but after a few moments, you do pick it up in the air, traveling away from the stall, south in the city towards the Restless Wharf. So all of you begin to follow Leaf as he tries to pick up and hold this trail for as long as he can.
Run.
Occasionally, as you are leaving the Opal Archways, heading sort of through a small little sort of subsection of the skew before you get into the Restless Wharf, there are a few points where the cobblestone is broken up or there's some mud or some water. And Maeve, you notice with your passive perception a few times, and of course it's difficult to know if it's his or not, but there is at one point where there are some footprints. It looks to be 3 sets of them. 2 humanoid, 1 Aeormaton. And eventually, Leaf, you follow this scent into a alleyway. And you lose it. Give me investigation checks of this alleyway. Leaf,
Well,
I'd
he
also
had
like a perception check at advantage from you.
Who?
From Leaf. Perception check at
Okay.
advantage from Leaf. And then 2 of you can give an investigation, or 1 of you can do it at advantage.
Go ahead,
Um,
Leo and Hermia.
I started rolling already. I got a dirty 20 and a dirty 20.
Okay.
And Leaf got a dirty 20.
All right. Leaf, you smell something else in the air here. It's a smoky smell, not quite burning, but it reminds you vaguely, not as powerful, of the scent that a lightning bolt spell leaves behind, like burnt ozone. Hermia,
Yeah.
you find there's a few garbage cans back here in this alleyway as well. And as you and Leo begin to poke around, you find the core of an app orange thrown on the ground here. Someone missed the can and didn't bother to pick it back up. You also notice drag marks further on the other side of the alley that seem to disappear on the other side as it hits cobblestone again.
Okay.
All right, so they brought him down here peaceably, zapped him, and then dragged him out that side of the alley.
Given that 2 of them have also been missing in the Restless Wharf, perhaps this is where they...
And it's still early. We can't be far behind them.
See. Try to fall.
You said you can do a locate object spell, Maeve?
Yep.
A cheap blue pearl necklace.
Right. It's true.
Well, you have
I
to
have-
be familiar with it, though, right? Otherwise, it could be any blue necklace that fits that description.
I mean, how many people have a cheap blue pearl necklace around here?
The spell's description is describe or name an object that is familiar to you, so that's going to be up to the GM's discretion.
I mean, you are in a place that sees quite a bit of tourism. You could try.
The other thing we know is a brown eye patch.
Leaf is going to assume Leaf form again and say, "Sorry, I was
Wait,
unable."
I was gonna ask you before you changed into Leaf again. If like you could still smell that scent, that burnt ozone smell. If it was like just permeated in this area, or if it was like if there was like a trail.
We can say that you stayed in the dog form for that, Leaf.
Okay.
As you kind of sniff around, it doesn't seem to leave here. You can smell it all the way up to the edge of the alleyway where it looks like they dragged them to, and about 5 feet out, and then it goes away.
Okay. This one will relay all that to Hermia.
While
And
in
then
dog form.
No.
So Leaf just barks at you a bunch.
Oh, I gotcha. Makes sense.
Might also cast Speak with Animals.
Hey.
Or we could use our ability we can use to talk to each other.
You
Yeah,
can.
that's
You can talk. Yeah, so actually Leaf can just talk back to you telepathically, Hermia.
What? That's
Keep
cheating.
barking.
It is cheating,
No, keep
yeah.
barking though, so like they think that I can speak dog.
Oh, okay. I'm also going to bark at you in my mind as well.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right, I
God.
really all that. And then I'll also tell Hermia while I'm still in dog form. This one is able to use various magical sensors to locate a creature if they are within a certain distance of me. Would you like me to attempt this?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't say that to you.
Just to Hermia.
Roz is like, yes, do that. You can't understand me.
You're not my real mom.
Are you using locate person?
If Hermia gives me the yes.
I said yeah.
Okay, I couldn't hear you. All right,
Sorry.
Leaf leaves puppy Leaforianian form, and will cast locate creature. Well, whatever. Yep, within 1,000 feet.
All right. You focus on Zervaxin, his form, the image in your head, the experiences, the memories that you have of him. But unfortunately, nothing is coming up.
There is no
Is there-
creature. There is no Zervaxin within
good.
1,000 feet of here.
In like the alley, like, is there anybody that's like hanging out by the alley?
No, there doesn't seem to be anybody hanging out in the alley. There's a dude who's just
Not
sitting there
in
this
the-
whole time.
I'm
He's like,
sorry,
hey,
no,
what's
no.
up?
In the alley.
No,
As we
no,
go
no,
up the
no,
other
no.
side.
No.
Outside the alley.
There's no one who's just hanging out. There's obviously people like walking to and fro. There are a few businesses here as well. Across the way, there's a butcher shop. You see a bakery. Seems to be a pawn shop on one side of you as well, and someplace else it seems to just be closed and boarded up.
All right. Well, someone maybe saw an Aeormaton being dragged, so
That would
let's
be-
ask
Or
around.
someone just dragging something. They could have put him in a bag.
Fair enough. Let's ask around.
Me.
Okay. Go to the butcher shop.
Okay. Heading into the butcher shop, there is a large, rotund orc man who is behind the counter, currently wrapping some steaks up in some paper, and looks and goes, "I'll be right with you again. Just give me a second here." Just he stacks a few of them up and goes and sets them back. Comes back up. All right, what is it I can help you with today?
Have you seen an Aeormaton in the area today?
There's a few Aeormatons that walk by every once in a while here. It's kind of common around the coast.
But not today specifically.
Maybe I haven't really been paying too much attention. It's been a pretty busy morning. Get a bunch of orders that came in, butchering stuff up.
Okay, so you wouldn't have seen anybody like dragging something large, like down the road.
Feel like probably would have saw a thing like that. It's pretty unusual, but
Yeah,
some of the
it is.
part of the morning been behind in the back there.
Okay. Right. Well, thanks.
No, you want to buy any meat?
I would have if you would have seen like known something, but
Oh,
no.
yeah, no, I know something. They were dragging him to the way down there.
Where specifically?
To the north, up to the Opal Archways.
I don't believe you.
That was worth a try.
Yeah, good try. Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Great.
Okay, that guy didn't know anything.
Roz will have gone over to the pawn shop.
Okay. So walking into the pawn shop, you see a human man, bald in his later years, behind the desk as you walk in. He goes,
Boy.
"Welcome in. What can I help you with? You looking to sell? Or you looking to buy today?"
Best I could do for you is 100 gold.
Actually, I need to get some information. Someone has been taken. You didn't see a large or an Aeormaton being dragged through the street, did you? This morning?
No, that seems like something that probably would have been like dragged. Like how exactly?
Probably a man and a woman pulling it along. It would have been probably deactivated.
No, it's pretty weird. I suppose if anyone did, I feel like that type of thing would probably be reported to the Zalezo. Like foul play type dragging, or I mean, I've never seen one deactivated
I think
before.
foul play. The foul play, yes.
Nope.
Let me ask this: did you hear a loud boom like the sound of thunder this morning?
No, I've been in the back office most of the time, though. Give me a second. Let me ask my nephew. And he goes in the back and opens the door. Lee Chum, get out here!
Jesus Christ.
You watch as another kind of bigger set, a little bit younger,
Yeah.
though, guy comes
Yeah.
out, goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's going on?
Oh boy.
So, a lady here's looking for some information about a deactivated Aeormaton being dragged around or a big boom happening. No, not really. I mean, it wasn't really that good of a view from the street for most of the morning. There was a big cart that was in the way for a lot of the time here. Like in front of our store? Yeah. And you didn't ask them to move? Do you have any idea how many customers might have came in here? Well, I mean, what was I supposed to do? You ask them to move. Well, I mean, they moved it eventually. Look, sorry, we don't, I guess, have any information for you, my idiot nephew. Get back. Do more inventory work. I'm just gonna throw
You
his
do
hands
more
up.
inventory work, and then he throws a chair at him.
That is the wrong show.
Oh,
Yeah, just
I'm
throw-
sorry.
Learn
Okay,
your
my bad.
learn your memes.
Learn your
Oh.
puns. Jeez.
All right, Roz Dodds, thank you for your time. And
Yeah,
she leaves.
no problem.
Do you tell us this?
What was the other shit
What?
store again? What
The
other
cart,
stores were
though.
there?
Oh.
Then there
Well,
was a bakery.
Is the cart
I'll
not
go to the
suspicious?
bakery.
All right, so she's seen the butcher and the baker. What about the candlestick maker? Are they here?
Well, the candlestick maker is the shop that's closed down. It's all boarded up, so they went out of business.
Got it.
Oh.
You want to go into the bakery?
Cart.
Yep.
All right. So heading into the bakery, you see a nice older tiefling woman, purple skin. She has her hair kind of done up in buns just behind her horns. As you walk in, she's placing a purple cake into a little display thing underneath the counter here. She goes, "Oh, welcome in, dear. What is it that I can help you with today?"
Have you seen in an Aeormaton today, like in the area?
No, not that I've noticed. We unfortunately don't get many Aeormatons coming in here. I suppose they don't have much of a sweet tooth.
Have you seen anyone like dragging something really, really heavy like down the street?
No. There was a gentleman loading something into a cart earlier this morning, but no one's dragging anything down the street.
Did you see where the cart went?
No. By the time I came back out, I was just opening up, so I was in the back. Afraid not, but it was gone when I came back out.
Okay. Thanks.
No
And
problem.
Hermia just leaves.
All right, bye.
Well, Raza does share that there was a large cart blocking the pawn shop.
Well, that's
Right. They must
suspicious.
have like loaded him on the cart or something, because otherwise it'd be really weird if someone was just dragging like a big stack down the alleyway.
It certainly would make it. It certainly would not really cause suspicion for anybody
Oh.
but the pawn shop.
Did you ask them like which direction the cart was going?
Right. That's what I was thinking.
I didn't know.
Do you want someone else to go talk to them? You seemed hesitant.
Yeah, go ahead. You have fun with that.
Okay.
I'll go too.
You can talk, Herbie. It's fine.
Okay.
Maeve's a little distracted anyway.
Alright.
I'm gonna assume that Roz told me it was like the nephew that knew.
Yeah.
She'd tell you all that she experienced.
Okay, I'll go walk in.
All right, so as you
Um,
walk in, the older man goes, "Welcome in. You looking to buy or sell today?"
I need to talk to your idiot nephew.
Leechum, get out here again. He comes out. What? I'm trying to do work. No, you're not. These two nice young ladies need to pick your brain, what little of it there is to do so with. All right. What do you need to know?
That cart that was blocking the entrance of your store earlier, which way did it go?
I don't know. What's in it for me?
I'm not good. Okay, Maeve, is this the time to like, threaten someone or?
Ah. I don't think so. We'll stop bothering you and maybe put in a good review for you for your uncle.
What about, like, a date?
How about we give you money to buy a date?
50 gold?
I look at the uncle. What's he looking like right now?
He's, like, face palming. Like, he
Also-
just, like, shakes his head, like, washes his hands of it, and, like, goes to a different part of the store.
How about 25 and I'll give you a high five?
Deal.
Okay.
Holds his hand out for the gold.
Gives him the gold.
All right. Holds his hand up for the high five.
Gives him a high five.
He's really enthusiastic about it. All right, cool.
Just looks at me
it
like, all right, girl.
Went
you do
towards
you."
the wharf, and then they turned around and went the other way.
Okay.
Because they were turning around.
Did you see the driver?
Maybe?
Maybe.
There
what did
was
he maybe look like?
there was a man, I don't know, brown hair, pretty average build, I guess. Well, there's two men, brown hair, average
Two
build.
men.
One of them had an eye patch on
Okay,
Nice.
that's important.
because he looked kind of cool.
You should try wearing one. Maybe it'll help you out.
What about the?
I have
what about
really
the other
bad
one?
hand-eye coordination as is. No, he didn't
I
have
mean,
an eye
me
patch.
too,
It wasn't
but-
as cool.
Okay. That's it.
Ah. So
Yeah,
he was
yeah, I guess.
turning around.
Well, because
He
like
was
they were parked like long ways, and the horse
Okay.
was like the other way, so he had to like go and like turn around in the street to go the other way. But
Okay.
they went up towards the opal archways, I guess.
Okay. Cool. Good luck on your date.
Thanks. This might actually be enough to. Well, no, probably not. I'll go get a cheap one. He goes back into the back.
Use protection. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go.
All
We're
right.
gonna go.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. So Corey, just to get you caught up, Zervaxon was not at his produce stand, and you guys are investigating, trying to see if you can track him down and figure out what happened.
We're going back towards the Opal Archway. We're
Also-
now looking for a cart.
Also, Maeve sent a message to Kalen, who was in the middle of a fight and didn't seem to be doing well, and then sent him a message the next morning and did not get a response.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
she's-
that's not important right now.
Oh,
Wow.
We need to, like, find the missing guy. He's our friend. He was so nice.
All right. Well, the good news is, if he was taken out on a cart, the guards probably saw the cart go. The city guards. So if he's in the city still, we can probably at least figure that out.
Right, and we can ask that shop if they saw, like, a cart go by.
Yeah, we're
The one
literally
Leo
going
was
back to
out
where we started.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's at
Sorry,
least...
guys. I was dissociating for a good hour there. We didn't find him.
No.
Not yet. We have more leads.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, we can try to follow where through the opal gates, I suppose, and see what would make sense to go from there.
Zana
All right.
suggests, would you like to split up so that some of us could perhaps go and see if we can get any other information from some of the other leads that the children gave us?
That may not be
Sure.
a bad idea.
That's smart.
All right, so who's going where?
I'll go to the Opal Archway to see if we can find our shop friend.
All right, so
I'll
Hermes going
help.
to the Opal Archways. Maeve gonna go with her?
I can. Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Who's
You don't
next?
have to.
I don't have an opinion.
You can
Leaf,
send her. You can send her by herself if you want to.
Leaf, they may need Bloodhound Leaf, so you go as well.
Compliance.
Leave. We're the only ones who care.
I didn't
No,
care.
I care. I'll come.
This
Okay.
one is also
So, you
concerned
guys
for
want to split
Caitlin.
up? Yeah, let's split up. Okay, who's gonna go? We're all gonna go to this next place. All right.
Okay, I was like, I'll go to
It'll
the
be-
other group. we don't
Yeah,
have
it'll
too
be
many.
Hermia, Corey, and Leaf, and
Oh,
the other
okay.
can
Jesus
go
Christ.
wherever.
Why are we leaving them by
Yeah.
ourselves?
Ooh.
Oh
All right.
God.
Nope, too late. It's been decided. Hermia grabs Corey's hand and Leaf's hand and just starts running.
Should
All right.
we let
They-
them go by themselves?
They grow up so fast.
Zana looks
Uh.
to you. Would you like me to go with them?
Do you want a babysit or do you want me to babysit?
You can
Zana?
babysit.
Sir!
All right.
See you later.
Then
Leo.
Raz, Zana, and
And Maeve.
Maeve will go the other
We'll
way.
talk to everybody else. Raz, I
Alright.
hope you enjoy talking.
I mean, you can always make Zana do the talking, I guess.
Let's not.
All right,
Listen.
so Three's Company. Where would you
Yeah.
like to go first?
Raz, like we've been walking for 3 minutes. Raz is like, oh boy, third wheel syndrome. Here we go.
Did she say that out loud?
You have to say that out loud.
Yeah.
What?
Zana looks to you. What does that mean?
He's
know what
look
it
very confused too. What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. So we're making our way down to the wharf, then I presume.
Making our way.
Two of them were there, so that
Yeah.
would make, I think
Nope.
it's a good idea.
We'll head down to the wharf and see if we can't locate.
Zaracin
and
and
Coil.
Colatrix.
Yep, Quailtrix.
And then Peltronak.
Mm-hmm.
I can read names, I promise.
All right, so you're looking for Zaracin and Coiltrix first. All right.
Yes.
So, following the information that you got from the Super 7, whose notes are actually pretty detailed, and the penmanship is excellent. Two Horns may not be much of a fighter, despite his size, but he is a very, very good at disseminating information.
He's very good at writing with that pen.
So you find the two of them outside an entrance into the Sluice Sweeve. They seem to be sort of gathering up some cleaning supplies, getting ready to head on down in there. But you recognize them, based on the information within the notes, and they kind of see the three of you coming, and they turn towards you. Hello, can we help you?
Good morning. We're investigating some missing Aeormatons in the area.
Ah, yes, our friend Lalelas went missing quite a few weeks ago, but the authorities haven't shown any interest in helping.
Well, some mutual friends have asked if we would take a look into it and see what we can find out. We're afraid another Aeormaton has gone missing this morning.
Seems it's becoming a bit of an epidemic then. What would you
Well-
like to know? How can we help?
I'm sure they're questions, or at least I hope they're questions that you've had to answer before, but what happened? When's the last time you saw them?
2 weeks ago, the three of us work here cleaning out this sluice to Sweeve. Once we were done that day for our shift, there was a man who got into a fight, and the Laylas took him to a doctor. Lois Stratfall, I believe.
Mhm.
But Laylas is very friendly. Oh, wait. Yeah. So helped take this man there, and we never saw her again after that.
Has anyone approached you unusual since then?
Just, and you watch, he kind of turns and looks back towards Coil Tricks, who's kind of like putting some of the tools and the buckets down into the weave. Goes, just the Super 7.
That would definitely qualify as unusual.
Well, they're the only ones who seem to care. The Zalezos certainly haven't came to ask any questions or raise a finger in any sense to help us.
Indeed. Were you able to speak with this doctor and confirm whether the man ever made it? Did they ever get there, or did your friend go missing on the way?
We're not sure. We didn't look into it. But
Person to talk
the
to. then.
Super 7 told us that they would follow up, but we haven't really put much hope in that.
Well, I can tell you that the Super 7 have indeed been trying to recruit people to help.
I suppose that's reassuring.
We will we'll look into it and see what we can't find out. Some of our other friends are currently searching for another missing Aeormaton, but we have no people to question today. We're going to we'll go speak with this doctor and see what we can find out.
They do
Do
Do you
give
know where their
you
practice is?
they do give you directions, which is here in the Restless Wharf as well. They also let you know, they give you some distinguishing features of Lelelis, and that she often decorates her arms in blue and yellow paints and ribbons.
Thank you. You've been very helpful. Hopefully.
Real quick before we leave, could you tell me about the man who they were helping? What they look like? What happened?
Oh, yeah, it was dwarven fellow had some nasty words to say to some it was like a Goliath woman, I think. She had a friend with her, a drow. That man learned a lesson, I would hope.
From the fight pit. The two from the fight pit?
Oh, I don't know. I've never been to the fight pit before.
That's a good point, though.
Yeah. Okay. So that's another stop. Then we should hit the fight pit and ask Beauty and the Beast if they remember this dwarven man.
The doctor as well.
Indeed. Thank you. That is very helpful.
Of course. So as you head to go find the doctor, Team 4-star. You're heading back up to the Opal Archways. You wanted to go specifically up to where Zervaxon's produce stand was?
Yeah.
Okay. So you make your way back there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna actually. There's lots of guards here in this district.
Yeah,
aren't
there's
there?
quite a few Zalezo stationed and kind of patrolling around.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to someone.
Okay,
One of
yeah,
them.
you find the two that are stationed, like stationary, near where the produce stand is. It's maybe about 4 or 5 shops down, kind of slightly around a bit of a bend. Half elf and a dwarven fellow.
Excuse me? Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you need, we can help you out.
Have you seen a cart drive by? Driven by like 2 men, average build. One of them had an eye patch.
Man and a woman.
Oh, I thought they said it was two guys driving the cart.
Driving the cart, yes. The people we're looking for, one's a man, one's a woman, but driving the cart was 2 men.
The two kind of look back and forth to one another. No, I mean, the few carts pass by here every now and then, you know, to stock up where they need to, but nothing so far today. Why? What's going on?
We think our friend was kidnapped.
Do you have a description?
I give him the description.
Both of them kind of look at each other for a minute and look back. Look, miss, if your friend's an Aeormaton, these types tend to come and go. They're wanderers by nature.
We definitely saw evidence of foul play. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be bothering asking a question.
And did you bother to report it then? Did anyone report it? What was this evidence that you found?
Does this not count as reporting?
I mean, usually you would go to, like, the Zalezo guard station to let them know that something's happened.
Well, you seem like pretty important people. Sorry. My mistake.
They both give you a really kind of look.
What? You don't think you're important?
We're stationed here for patrol. We can't really just leave our station to go and start investigating and looking into this.
Okay, so you haven't seen a cart.
No.
Okay. Well, cool. I'll be on my way.
They scoff as you leave.
Hey, the guards here suck.
Have you ever met a guard that was cool?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? You did in the very first session, and you guys made fun of her.
I liked her.
Callie doesn't even remember.
No, I have no idea who you're talking about right now.
You, I think it was you and Leo were making her feel real awkward, and she ended up going home and doing puzzles by herself.
Oh no, that was Corey who made her feel like crap.
What did you do?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Rosalind was so busy in the first session being like, where the fuck am I and what is happening?
Don't even remember.
I just wanted money.
And I say to Hermia, so wait, we didn't report it yet to the Zalezo because the kids said they don't listen or something?
Yeah, just like they didn't listen right now. I think they're biased or prejudiced against Aeormatons.
I think they're in on
Yeah.
it.
Dang. I mean,
Can we check by the gate, like the entrance of this district?
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
are
sure how far away it is.
there are
from
a few
where we are.
different ones, but you can head towards one of them and kind of take a look around if you'd like to.
Like coming from where we were, like would be like the closest like entrance.
So you want to go to the entrance that's closest to where the cart was?
Yeah.
Like to where you found it? Okay, yeah. So it takes you, 20, 30 minutes to travel to get there. Go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Okay. 18. What is my perception? The same? No, 18 plus 6.
Okay, that's pretty good. Would Corey remember any criminal routes or passageways around here? Not in the Opal Archways district here, but I can give you advantage on any rolls pertaining to that in the Restless Wharf for the Open. Not the Open Key, but the Restless Wharf and the Skew.
okay,
So go ahead.
I just want to confirm. So I didn't hear. Where did we hear the cart went towards? Like, was it leaving this district that we're in now?
No,
we
so
don't know
you guys were in kind of right on the edge of like the Skew and the Restless Wharf, and the cart was heading to the north from there, which could have taken it if it just went straight into the Opal Archways, but it's also possible they went somewhere else in the city as well. So going to the closest exit out of Nicodranus from where you know that the cart was, you do find an entrance in and out. Portcullis is up. Travel and people seem to be coming in and going out pretty regularly. There are Zalezo stationed on the outside and the inside, as well as up on the wall. At first glance, Hermia, with you said a 18 plus 6?
Yeah.
Okay. None of the carts or the people that are here match the description you're looking for. But again, they are also sort of coming and going. There's none that just seem to be sort of sat around, stationed at any one point or in particular. If they left, then you'd be too late. They would have left already. But no one just seems to be sort of stationed or parked around here. You can ask around for the guards and some of the people around if you'd want, if anyone's seen anything.
What did you say at first glance?
Because that's just the way that I said it. Sorry, you don't get to take. You don't get to take a second glance, so that's what you see.
Well, that was like misleading, so don't say it like that. That's not what you meant. I'm sorry. It's been a pet peeve of mine. People at work, they're freaking can't talk to people. Okay. Anyway,
you don't see anything.
There you go. So I'm sorry. I didn't. So what I was trying to say is that if we would have, like, from where we were with the shop and the weird nephew, if we would have, like, gone in the direction that, like, he had pointed to.
Yes, the first exit out of town from there.
Okay, but, like, is that, like, the only, like, path that they could have gone?
No, there's tons of paths and alleyways and other roads that could have that could lead anywhere in the city.
But he said they were going towards the Opal Archway.
Yeah, that's the direction they headed in. He
Okay,
literally...
is the exit by there?
There is an exit. Look, he's in the shop. He didn't walk out and watch them keep going. The only information he has for you is, like, left or right. They went right, which just leads in the direction of the Opal Archways, but they could go in any number of directions from there.
I'll ask the guy, the guards at the gate.
All right.
Yeah.
So asking the guards about, because you do see, like, they're checking people as they come in and out. But none of
if anybody left, a cart left with, like, 2 men driving it, one had an eye patch.
None of them recognize that description.
Okay.
Leaf attempts to... Wait, I think Leaf turned back into a Aeormaton. So, Corey, would you like to ask him to turn back into a Leaf Iranian?
We're meeting with the pirates today, yeah?
Yes, yep, later in the day. What you were told is that the meeting is in the morning tomorrow. You have to leave tonight, and it'll basically take the night's travel to get there.
So we have overnight.
So you will probably, I'm not going to promise, you will probably get a long rest.
Probably, okay. And I say, Leaf, like, I know that you can't turn all the time. Like, can you get all your transformation things back on, like, if you just take a quick nap, or do you, like, need a whole night's rest?
I don't know the answer to that off the top of my head, so give me a second.
I didn't either, so I asked.
I think it's a long rest for druids to get all their wild shapes back.
Wild shape.
Hey, Corey, question.
Yeah.
So you know about, and I whisper this, criminal stuff around town, right?
Now, why would someone as sweet as I know anything about that? Okay, yes, I do, but not in this area.
Well, of course not here. But have you heard
Short rest.
about any, like, let's see, illegal robot Aeormaton parts trade? Like, anybody been taking apart Aeormatons and selling their parts?
Honestly, I mean, just like from my surface knowledge, no. If you're asking, like, my direct experience, just because it's like I wasn't part of the planning or anything like that. I was just more like a tool to do, like, that kind of stuff. But I can't even turn.
I was just wondering if you heard of anything like that.
Have I, DM?
You have not. And Leaf informs you that he just needs a short rest to get his transformations back.
Okay, cool. Can you turn into a doggy again, and then maybe we'll have a better sense of direction?
Of course, best friend Corey. And he turns
Thank
back
you,
into a dog,
bestie.
but is not able to pick up any of the scents that he smelled back in the alleyway.
I mean, I look at Hermia. I don't know, Hermia. Like, I really feel like they
Maybe?
could have gone
Oh,
anywhere.
I know. I know. Let's use our good buddy Leaf as bait and hide.
Okay,
Without the
Hermia. No. Let's not do that. And I just want to pull Hermia aside. Look, so I think that we can try to pursue this, like, maybe after what we got going on, because, like, I don't. This place is big, you know. It's not like, who knows? They could be on a ship by now. You know what I'm saying? And like, maybe like after tomorrow we can go pick up a scroll. Maybe we can like. Oh wait, and I pull out my sending stone. Hold on, I didn't even think about this. Should I message him?
Do it.
Oh my god! And so then I pull out my sending stone, and I'm just like, Sir Vaxon,
Tell us where you are.
tell us where you are. It's Corey. We bought
And
a
Hermia.
oranges
And Hermes.
and
yeah.
Hermes. We
Yeah.
want to help.
Unfortunately, you get no response back.
Now, is it because there was a refusal to respond, or it was like the spell did not connect? like, a
I'll say
living
that
creature.
that you know that the spell like made it to the target, but for some reason they couldn't or didn't respond.
The
Hermia,
question.
so I felt it go, but for some reason he didn't answer. So I don't know if he's like, maybe they messed up with his mouth parts and he can't respond.
All right, we're gonna pop back over to the other group while you decide what to do next. Rosalind, Maeve, and Zana.
Mm-hmm.
You all find your way to a clinic near the some of the docks to the Restless Wharfs. As you're walking up, you see all manner of people sort of kind of waiting. One guy just has like his whole fist is just wrapped up in a cloth that is stained red. You see another guy that seems to have a nail through his foot. A few people who just look like they got into fist fights or something like that. But kind of going to and fro and kind of bringing people back and forth and like taking some notes. You see a human woman, short, blonde hair, sees you coming up. Can I help you? If you're not injured, it doesn't look like anything vital or needs immediate attention. So if you would like to take a seat, I'll get to you when I can. But we have quite a few people to work through.
Oh, we're actually looking for a missing person. It would have been
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, an Aeormaton would have brought in a injured man,
Injured dwarf.
an injured dwarf.
Yes, I recall the one. Beautiful ribbons and paints on their arm.
Yes.
Yes. Mhm.
Correct.
So they did make it here.
Yes, brought in a dwarf with a broken nose, fractured skull, blind in one eye now.
The drow.
Yeah.
Roz has the look of, I know that punch well.
Do you know where the Aeormaton went after dropping off the man at your clinic?
I remember seeing them approached by a couple who had asked them to help with the broken wagon wheel. I believe they were leaving to Port Zune or something.
Man and a woman?
Man and a woman, elven
Yes.
woman, human man,
Yes.
eye patch on the
Yes.
man,
Mhm.
cheap blue necklace on the woman,
Maybe.
pearls. Damn it. This wagon thing.
All right. Well, they certainly have an MO.
Indeed. You don't happen to know where they went?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm sorry.
No, it's to be understood. Thank you.
Of course.
Yep. All right. Well, that actually pretty much sums that up. Other than we have our suspects. We just need some way of locating them.
Wish I knew who would know these people.
Let me check Hermia to see if Leaf has another spell slot for that.
Trying to think of who would know townspeople like that. They seem to have a cart.
Yes.
So I don't know if they sell anything from that cart, because that would be one thing. It obviously has to be large. It was large enough to block an entrance to a store, which, I mean, I know a lot of them are, but still.
Hey.
A lot of broken wheels.
Leaf has one more level 4 spell slot to attempt to cast Locate Creature if you'd like him to, Hermia.
Remember, it has a range of
No.
1,000 feet, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
But what about my second question?
You can certainly cast Disguise Self to look like a robot person, yep.
Okay, I will use my mask charm to... Actually, first I will get out of view. Like, go like a corner or somewhere where no one is around.
Okay.
And then I will use the mask charm to turn myself into a robot-looking person.
Okay, you do
Hermes,
so.
what you doing?
I'll be the bait. I can be convincing.
Yeah, no, that's not. And Hermes, look,
Hey,
I don't.
I walk around like a confused Aeormaton.
Yeah,
If we're lucky, someone will take the bait. If not,
yeah,
oh well. It's not hurting anybody.
that's true. But it's just usually with these kind of schemes, they like to scope out, their targets first, right? Like if we don't know if they just do them one at a time, and it's like you might have to be like this for a few days, right? Like we've been here, no one's made a move on Leaf just yet, right?
Well, 'cause
Like
he's always been with us. We haven't let him
that's
go by
true.
himself.
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
I'm
We
gonna
can't
be by
leave you.
myself.
No,
A-
you're not.
As you all say that, you notice that Leaf is no longer with you.
Don't say that. You can't. No.
He's
We were
across
literally
the
just talking to
street,
him.
wagging his tail as two children pet him.
Oh my god.
He's
Fire
You
DM. Disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Oh, that's
You and
terrible
Leo
and funny.
can tail me.
But
I look at Leo. I'm like, Leo, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
yeah, I do
Nope,
because
it's too late because I'm gonna do it either way because it's better than doing nothing.
I'm not saying we don't do nothing. I'm just saying that we need to think of a better plan because we already have something else to take care of. I'm not saying that we're not going to go help him. I'm not saying that, like there's nothing that we can do, but I think we just got to manage our priorities because I don't we could scour the city, but if they're on a ship,
What time
it's
is
like
it? What time is it?
We'll say that by now it's probably like little after noon, maybe.
Okay, so we got 6 hours. I'll do it. The spell doesn't last that long.
So you cast disguise self on yourself. That's a weird thing to do. And then would you like to head towards the wharf and basically just tail Hermia as you do and see what happens?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be like, bro body or whatever.
Okay. Make a performance check for me.
You got it.
No, you gotta say compliance.
No.
Affirmative.
The place that they, or at least the entrance that they went to, Maeve, which was closest to where the cart was last seen, it doesn't seem like the cart has left through there.
Interesting.
Um,
Okay. So still in town.
Maybe.
I got
Maybe.
a 21.
21. Okay. Your mimicking of what you've seen of Leaf is very convincing.
I'm gonna just be super friendly. Hello, humans.
They're not all
Have
humans.
a, have a smiley day.
Hello, humans to a dwarf.
Okay.
Robbie, I'm just gonna turn into some commoner and just tail behind, I
Yeah.
guess. And
Yeah, that's fine.
But Leo, I don't know if we should be doing this right now. Is that a bad thought?
No, because that's what I'm thinking too, but there's no convincing her when she's got her mind set on something.
Shudders about the horse.
Leaf is following along next to Hermia, still in robot dog form, just going bark, 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 bark.
If shit goes down, go and find Roz and Maeve and Zana.
No.
Welcome
to find us.
Oh, gosh.
Y'all have brought this upon yourselves. You can deal
Oh,
with it.
no.
All right. So
I-
as Hermia is going around trying to be bait, Rosalind, Maeve, you want to go and visit the other automaton that was in the Restless Wharf?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So that is Gerdelix, who you find works at one of the shipping yards, basically loading and unloading. So you go and you ask for him, and comes up to you. He has solid green line painted basically like straight down the middle of his face. And when he comes up, he goes, "Yes, how may I help you?"
Go ahead.
Good afternoon. He looks up at the sky. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We're investigating the Aeormatons that have been going missing in
That is good to
Nicodranas.
hear. The Zalezo do not seem to care.
They do not. But a group has hired us to, well, look into it and see what we can't find out. Can you tell us about your missing friend?
Yes. It was a week ago. We have both worked here for 2 months. After we got off shift, my friend was talking with a man who said that he had better work for them in Port Damali.
Did he have an eye patch?
He did not. He convinced my friend to join him for dinner so that he could persuade him. Obviously, we do not eat, but he went with him anyway to hear him out. But I know that my friend did not want to leave Nicodranas. We like it here.
Did you describe the man who was talking to him?
Yes. One moment, please. They describe to you a half-elven man in his mid-30s. No particularly distinguishing features, but he says that that he did seem to have a sort of commanding presence about him. He was very charismatic.
See, this is a very strange question. Did the man, how did the man approach him? Did he have a cart by any chance?
No, I do not remember a cart.
Okay. So we have a third man. We have another man we're looking for too. That's been
Where did your friend go to dinner, then?
I'm not sure. They did not say. He just said that he was going to take him out to dinner. Oh, Gareth, I heard the man say, was his name.
Why does that name sound familiar?
It does.
Excellent question.
That you would know that as the name of the man that Leaf said was his best friend and who left him abruptly in Port Damali.
Yes. That's right. Ah, shit. Ooh.
Okay, then. Well, thank you. That's actually quite helpful.
I do hope that you find them.
Us too. We'll let you know if we turn up anything.
Thank you.
Glances at Maeve and Zana. All right, so the same person who was after Leaf is here collecting Aeormatons too.
Well, that
So it
that
would
was
seem.
but that was a different person, wasn't it?
I don't remember.
There's a lot of people in Leaf's life.
There are a lot of people in Leaf's life, and I don't remember all of them individually.
Gareth was the one he mentioned was a best friend who left him abruptly, but I'm not sure if that's the same one who was trying to kidnap him with those other automatons.
Not unless Gareth is a marquis.
Right. And that I do not know.
Fair enough. Clearly we are missing information.
Well, one thing we could consider, the Aeormaton still trucks. Person we would talk to named Gerzanton from the SKU. They saw the man and woman directly. So that could be a place to go to, perhaps, to get some more information about those people, maybe.
Well, that
Fair
talk
enough.
may have to wait until we get back. By the time we find the others and meet up with them and probably
Yeah.
bail them out of whatever trouble they're in.
Yeah.
Right.
What if we just went and saved this child?
We could.
You're not there.
You're not here. Notably.
I think Rosalind means Roz, Maeve, and Zana.
It's like,
I mean, if
they
we're
could.
being completely honest, I could probably do it myself. Sneak in, grab the girl, dimension door out like Corey's going to do, and we leave.
I would feel better if I knew that we were all there together.
Very well. Then we will go. Let's reconvene, and we'll have to pick this investigation up when we get back.
All right. So it takes you some time, but eventually you do get within range to where you, using your gift to be able to locate one another, you eventually get within range and are able to then communicate telepathically and eventually meet up and head down to the docks.
Roz looks at the leaf dog and the robot Hermia and just goes, I don't even want to know.
Don't ask.
Hello,
Just
human.
Don't ask.
Bark, 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 bark.
I
cannot
come up
talk in
looking
this
like
form.
an old woman.
Yeah, they
Roz-
were trying something and it didn't really work.
Roz looks at Maeve. You'd feel a lot better, would you?
Just want to keep track of everyone. She kind of winces a bit. Let's just put it that way.
Fair enough.
Corey, I don't know how to feel about the fact that you were the reasonable one in this situation.
Wait, do you
Lance-
say that out loud?
Glances at Leo. Guy drops under 200 and suddenly he can't keep anyone in line.
Oh, you noticed. I
Let's
was
go
waiting
fuck
for
some
someone
shit
to
up.
see these crows' feet like disappear a little bit. I didn't
You-
think it did anything.
Look younger than my father.
You look still older than my mom.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
She's like 150.
My father has a
Doesn't-
lot of wrinkles.
Doesn't look it.
For an elder, no, she doesn't look it. She looks fucking gorgeous.
So you head into the Restless Wharf with the
I do
instructions
pat
that
Corey's shoulder, though.
that were given to you by Mr. Lavore. And eventually you find the ship that you're looking for. As you see scrawled in the side of it, some of the paint's starting to chip off. You could definitely use a new paint job. The Pandering Breeze. What would you like to do?
So by choosing to do this as opposed to robots, are we saying that human children are worth more than Aeormatons?
Oh
That's not what
my
we're
God.
saying, Hermes.
No, but we were
Whoa.
paid in advance to do this job.
And it's not
No, we're
even that.
saying
It's
that
like
money like dictates
No.
whether or
No,
not
we're
we
saying
can
my
find someone's
shoulder
worth.
dictates this.
Hermes, that's
saying-
not at all what we're saying, and you know that, okay? It's just that this is a child that's in danger now, who's been in danger for a very long time, and this just happened with Sir Vaxin, okay? He probably has a longer shelf life right now than that little girl does. That's
We
it.
don't know. We don't know. They almost ripped Leaf's head off.
We don't even know if
Okay,
it's the
and
same
who
people.
knows if and this girl needs us now, and we can find her now. Would you rather save someone who's dying in the fire, or someone who's just fucking, I don't know, under a log?
Oh, okay.
Either way, we have to make these awkward decisions all the time. We were given this first. We have the opportunity now. So let's do that
Right.
now because there's a time crunch that we know for certain on this one. If we don't do this now, we will have failed the mission.
Right. I'm just saying.
If you would like to continue this, I will not stop you, but we're going to be focusing on this mission.
No. I mean, we have an obligation. Just doesn't sit right. Just seems like nobody cares.
We do care. We can literally deal with it right after. Like
Alright.
Hermes,
All right,
I
Hermia.
promise you, I will.
Look, you have a plan, right? You know what's going to happen. You know what you're doing. Zana takes her belt of Dimension Door off and hands it to Raz. In case one of you need to get on there as well, I will stay and keep investigating the Aeormatons. Will that make you feel better, Hermia?
It would.
All right.
All right.
Maybe try to give her an awkward hug.
Okay. She allows you to and kind of pats you on the back.
Thanks, Anna.
Well, just in case you
Yeah.
need it, someone take this, and she holds the belt of Dimension Door out.
Roz has it.
Can I have a gun?
She turns and just walks away.
As she walks away, I send a message in her head.
Well, if I make it out, I'll see you. If not, tell Kaz I'm sorry. Look, you don't know that, and that's it.
All right.
We're gonna go get on the boat now.
Be safe, Zana, please.
So, as you walk up to the boat, there is a plank that sort of goes up to it, and as you begin to go across it, you hear a deep, gruff voice. Who goes there?
Oh.
And you look up to see a small little black-headed bird pop up over the side of the ship, and you hear again as it opens its mouth, "Who goes there?"
Hello?
Second chances. You matey.
Kind
Arr.
of clicks at you a few times and then turns, and you hear, "Ahoy, Captain!" And from the door underneath where the wheel is, where the cabin is, it kind of opens, and out sticks the head of... Oh no, did I not do description for all these people?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
You
Improv now.
see, yeah, you see tiefling with a very... Oh, what's the word we want? I guess flamboyant. Just like a very, like you see a female tiefling captain who definitely takes her role as a captain very seriously. She wants everyone who sees her to know she's a captain. And as she sticks her head out, she goes, "Hey, Kiru, what's that? Ahoy, Captain!" "The second chances," the Kenku says in Leo's voices. "Oh, right, the job. Of course, yes, the job. Perfect. Round everybody up then." And she comes towards you. "Welcome to the Pandering Breeze. I am Captain Bright Eyes. Welcome aboard." And she just kind of like, gives like a come on up type deal as you all walk up onto the ship. And you start to see several more crew members coming from various sort of places. There's a human, you see an elven lady, an orc, and a human man as well up on sort of one of the lookouts who just kind of like looks over and like waves down, goes, "Hey. Right. Well, we haven't been told a whole lot about this little cruise of yours. Just been given coordinates. So this is obviously my ship, as I'm the captain, and it's that way because I won it in a card game at a cafe. But we've been hired by you, I suppose, to take you somewhere. So in a way, you're kind of the captain to where whatever you want, let me know. And if it's kosher, if it's cool, it'll be so. But otherwise, when are we leaving?"
Well, we need to be there by morning, so probably as soon as possible.
"All right. Well, in
Um,
that case," and she turns to look, Rachel, Selena, Cole, go ahead and hoist the wind catchers and get us out to sea through the front side.
Do you know how to sail?
No, I do not know how to sail. I've only been captain for, what's it been now, Selena? And Selena is the elven lady that you saw. Very, very beautiful, and she looks... It has been 5 glorious months so far. There you go. 5 months. I was a manager at a cafe. I'm very, very good at the managing and the captaining part. The boat thing, they do all of that. They know what they're talking about when it comes to that. But don't worry. We have done many shipments back and forth from here to Port Damali. So taking you to a place to talk to some people and come back should be fine, right? Let's just all cross our fingers that we don't run into any pirates. And she begins to walk back towards the captain, and everyone else seems to go into their responsibilities. Starts bringing down the sail, hoisting up the anchor, all that sort of thing. As you were all
looks
left
at Leo.
a bit bewildered.
All right. Well, first of all, this is why
know how to swim.
this is why you don't ever take the lowest bidder. And second of all, when we get back, I'm gonna punch Mr. Lavorge square in the nose.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna punch his lights out.
She seems so wonderful, though. Like, she's so cool.
They sent us to go get this person back on a
Trading vessel.
boat where they don't know, or the captain doesn't know how to sail.
I hope they have a
Well,
rowboat.
I mean, the crew
Hey, I
does,
heard
and-
that. You don't need to know how to sail. You need to know how to manage those who can sail, and I can do that
Yeah, transferable
very well.
skills. That's what it's called.
Delegation.
Transferable skills.
I'll remember that the next time I decide who's gonna lead a group.
Anyway,
Don't need to know how to be an adventurer. You just need to know how to manage adventurers.
regardless,
The Fortuneer motto. I think that's on page 36 of the handbook, if I recall.
are you gonna tell us that the book is only 35 pages long?
My father wrote the book. It is thousands of pages long, unnecessarily so.
Last I knew, your father couldn't read.
Evelyn taught
let
him to
alone
read and write.
Right.
Evelyn taught him how. Don't worry.
And apparently,
Maybe
once he
had
knew
a
how, he
scribe with
never
him.
stopped.
Yeah.
So it takes about 30 minutes before you're finally able to get out of the port and out onto the sea. You are introduced to the crew. Captain Bright Eyes, Tiefling, red skin, horns that kind of come out to the side and then like up over top of almost the hat, which helps keep it in place even in high winds. You are introduced to the first mate, Florence Flowers, and talking to her, you almost immediately recognize that she is likely the reason the ship stays functional, but does admit that Eliza, the captain, is good at leading people. She's just not good at boat things.
Does she say boat things?
As she kind of looks to the captain, she says, with quotation marks, boat things. She's actually been on the Pandering Breeze for 10 years with the last captain, who was a drunk, but was kind and mostly got the job done. You are introduced to Rowdy Rachel, the ship carpenter. Selena, the songstress, who is a bard and entertainer, but also helps around with responsibilities. There's Cole Seaborn, an orc, really, really big girl, very similar to you, Raz. She's the muscle, essentially. Keiru is the Kenku, who is their navigator and map keeper. Winston Eagle Eye, the human that you saw up in the lookout. And one who wasn't up on the ship, but is eventually brought out to meet all of you, Spicy Tabby, who's a human and the cook. You're also shown to, down below, there isn't really, like, rooms per se, but there are a bunch of hammocks strung up down on the lower deck for when you would like to rest.
Can I ask the first mate, what does this boat do? Like, on a normal day?
We're a trading vessel. We take commissions for people who need to take things from Port Damali to Port Nicodranus or to Port Zune or anywhere in between.
What kind of armaments do you have on the ship?
We do not, which is apparently one of the reasons why we were chosen for this, which, if I'm going to be honest, has me a little concerned, but the captain doesn't seem to think it's a problem.
You're a trading vessel in known pirate-infested waters that doesn't arm your ship.
We have yet to be attacked by any pirates. The routes that we take are not anywhere near them. And normally when we go, we are in groups with other trading vessels as well.
Right.
What did Mr. Lavore say when he hired you?
That we would be taking you to a spot, which I did not pick beforehand. Let's see, where are we going, y'all?
What's
I don't know.
What's happening? What are we
Let's
doing?
go to Bawali.
We're supposed to take you out towards Rumble Cusp. Not quite there, just out to meet someone.
Yeah, we are
paid well enough to not ask questions, and that's not even considering the multiple chests of gold that were delivered here the other day as well.
Yes, we are going to pay a ransom.
Well,
To
that
pirates.
sounds fun.
No.
Do you anticipate it going poorly?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, the good news is, what she lacks in firepower, the Pandering Breeze makes up for in speed. So
That is good.
That is
That
good
is very
news.
good. We do have a plan to hopefully quickly remove ourselves safely from the situation, and we will need a fast boat.
Captain Bright Eyes suddenly kicks open the door to the cabin. Well, since we have, for the first time in, I believe, forever, the Flowers, have you ever taken people before? It's always just been stuff, right? Yes, Captain, just stuff. Excellent. Then, for our first passenger voyage, and she holds up 4 bottles of wine, we should celebrate.
Yes, please.
Spicy Tabby goes, Captain, where'd you get that wine from? Down in the kitchen, obviously. Galley! Ah! And Tabby's just like, yeah, it's the galley, that's right.
Galley.
I mean, it's not really, like, drinking wine, per se.
It's cooking wine.
Can it be drunk? Well, obviously. Will it get us drunk? I mean, yeah, it'll work then. And she starts just handing them out to people. So-
I'll try anything
I'm
once.
good. Thank you.
Tell us
Given
about
that-
yourselves. The second chances, we weren't given much more information outside of that.
Well,
Want to give the
we're originally
speech?
we're originally from the Empire. Or at least that's where we
Empire.
were
Beautiful,
formed.
beautiful place. I've never been.
Right.
Honestly, until I won the boat, I had actually never been outside of Nicodranus, so...
Oh. Well, we have been adventuring now for, what, just under 3 months?
Going on to 3 months, yes.
Yeah.
So
Third month is-
you're about as experienced... We're actually more experienced in... Well, I'm more experienced in captaining than you are in adventuring.
Here to test that?
Well, I've been doing it for 5 months. You've been doing it for 2 months.
That's
Well, I've actually been adventuring for years, but
Yeah, but you've only been the
point-
second chances.
correct.
Oh, I see. So whatever happened with your first group, this is your second chance. It's clever.
Yeah.
in
Like
any,
her.
in any case, but yes, we are. We have been doing some important missions together very quickly, and here we are now.
Now doing an important adventure mission with us.
Mm-hmm.
So why exactly are we going out to Rumble Cusp? There's a volcano, I think. Is that right, Flowers? It's inactive volcano, but yes, there was also a cult there for a while too, apparently. But we're not going to the island, though, right? No, we don't have to go to the island, just near it. Right, near it. That's weird. What are you doing near Rumble Cusp?
We are hopefully trading a few stacks of gold for a little girl and then taking her back.
Really
Worst
sad.
case scenario, we kill a bunch of pirates and then we come back
Pirates!
with the girl.
Pirates. We're doing pirate things.
We
We're doing
are
pirate things. Flowers. Did you know that we're doing pirate things? I did not, Captain. Pirate things. Okay.
We are-
Maeve is getting a migraine.
months worth of adventuring. And you're going to do pirate things. Have you done pirate things before?
Well, we're not actually pirating.
Right,
We
but you're
are
doing...
stopping pirates.
So you're going to fight the pirates on my ship.
If
That
we
doesn't
have
have
to, we
on
will.
your
Cannons.
Hopefully on their ship.
Right,
And we get to your ship and
but-
we go.
They're probably still going to shoot their cannons at our ship.
Most likely, yes.
All right, Flowers, turn us around. We're going back home. Captain,
No.
we've
No, we're
already
not.
accepted the money. She straightens her hat. Very well. As the senior most officer, that's the word, on this boat. Ship. You watch
Vessel
Flowers
is
kinda
the
like
word you're looking
nods.
for.
Ship is fine too. I've used it before. You all know what I mean.
You've never even seen the water before.
I shall lead us valiantly to the pirate place. And she takes
Yes.
one of the wine bottles back and starts drinking it as she walks up the stairs to the top where the wheel is. And puts one hand on it, starts chugging from the wine bottle for like a good 30 seconds. Sets it down. Your wine is terrible, Tabby! And then goes silent.
I've changed my mind. I would like my ring of water walking back. I sense we're going to need it.
Really?
No, hang on to it.
We've got water.
I've got
breathing
Zana's
potions.
dimension door belt.
We got water breathing potions. I'm not sure if it was a good idea or a bad idea that Zana's not here, because either the captain would be murdered, or we need her for this mission.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
So Florence says, so what exactly is the plan? Do you intend on angering them enough to sink our boat?
Go ahead.
Only if they don't hand over the girl.
The problem is that they have continued to take ransom but not hand the girl over.
Yes.
That's the problem. So we are expecting that will still happen, but we are using magical implements to help us teleport quickly from point A to point B with the girl.
All right. Well, if you are going to put us in danger again, Penring Breeze is fast. She's very agile. So if you could just give us heads up that you're going to potentially anger them, we could drop sails, hopefully fast enough to, at best case scenario, probably take only one barrage. That's if they have cannons ready and trained on us. But at that point, once we get around them, it should be easy enough for us to stay out of the line of sight of their cannons.
The code phrase is, oh shit, get your weapons out. When you hear that, you can book it.
We might, if we're too far away, I can have Luster make a call as well. I don't know if we're going to be next to you on the boat.
Splendid. All right. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to go have a talk with Rachel and see if we can't figure out a way to be ready to patch up holes should the need arise.
Are there rowboats on this boat?
There are, yeah. There are like essentially lifeboats, on either side that can fit 6 people each.
Okay, good to know. Because unless this boat can get within 500 feet of the other boat, which sounds very dangerous.
I mean, it could, but we could also put you into the rowboats and have you just go there that way and not put the boat in.
I guess for
the
Well,
ship.
to be able to hand over the gold, we would have to get close to them. In all expectation, we are going to pull alongside them at some point.
Oh, okay. I thought we were using the rowboat, but that's fair.
Well, how else would we get the gold to them? I don't.
Use
mean,
the
we
rowboat
could
to get on their
put
ship.
the gold into the rowboat. All the gold would fit into one. It
Pretty
might
heavy.
sink. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Then we'll have to get within 500 feet.
All right.
Or we could use a bag of holding we just bought.
We could use that too, but then we have to give it. Well, yeah, that's true too.
I think we should plan to pull up next to them so that we can easily get to them if we need to kill them.
And so
Fine.
they could also easily board our ship as well.
That's my concern.
In which case, we'll kill them.
I'm going to try and take comfort in your confidence. Now, if you will excuse me. And you watch as she goes and walks up to the human named Rachel. And all you hear is Rachel go, "What the fuck?" And then the two of them stomp down into below deck.
Oh, Mr. Lavore is going to have quite the conversation.
After I
Selena,
punch him in the nose, correct.
Please don't punch him in the nose.
Selena,
I
who is sitting on a hammock out here that seems to be strung between two of the masts, is just kind of like filing down her nails and goes, "Well, this is about as exciting as it's ever been on here since Bright Eyes has taken over captaining the ship. Well, a different kind of exciting, we'll say."
And how long have you been serving on the ship?
4 years now. I was recruited by First Mate Flowers.
Be an
I provide
entertainer?
entertainment for the crew. Mhm.
I see.
Not that kind. You couldn't afford me.
Not what I was
Wow.
suggesting.
Hmm.
But
I
it
know,
seems that's
I
where
know,
your mind went
I
right
know
away.
I know you adventuring hero types.
Why do all bards want to fuck?
This bard does not want to fuck, at least, and she kind of scans each of you. Most of you.
She's probably talking about me.
Maeve.
You could
Oh.
make an insight check if you'd like.
Sure, I'll
I
make
will.
it.
I want to.
Me too.
Whoever wants to make an insight check, go for it.
15.
You know what? For Rosalind's garbage +0 insight, she rolled a 17.
Corey, it's definitely you.
It's me. Just relax. It's fine. I'll let her down easy. I'll just talk to her, you know.
Okay, got a dirty 20.
Leo, it's Hermia.
Very cute.
What kind of performances do you do?
I can sing, I can weave tales, and hopefully if we survive this one, maybe this will be my most recent epic.
Ooh.
All right. Well, I'm going up on deck to, I don't know, see the ocean.
Nope,
So-
you guys are already there on deck.
Oh, I
And
thought we were inside now.
you know what? Just
Oh.
for the sake of Roz ignoring the whole ocean at that point, fair enough. You are. So
Okay.
heading up on deck, Roslyn, you are at this point a good maybe mile off of Nicodranus now. So the land is quite a bit behind you. And there is nothing but blue ocean and salty sea breeze as far as the eye can see.
He hops up onto the railing and then just plops down and sits on it and watches.
And Hermia is already up there as well, watching out as well.
That is a lot of blue water. Good talk,
Are you
Hermia.
there, are you there, Hermia?
Oh, I didn't know she went to like the exact same spot as me.
Yeah, she came up and saw you and came over to talk.
Oh, sorry, I did not get that part. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, it really is. They have oceans in the Feywild.
So
I don't
technically,
know.
yes, because the Feywild is basically, it's like a mirror world almost of Exandria. There are some differences, but somewhere, you've never seen it before, but there is ocean somewhere in the Feywild.
Okay. I mean, technically yes, but I haven't seen them.
Mm.
But I've seen this like many times.
Does it ever, I don't know, lose its luster? Do you ever see it and not feel amazed?
I haven't. I've always liked looking at it.
I'm glad.
So long as something has its luster, it will always be a maving. Did you get it? Luster and mave?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I don't remember what I was gonna say anymore.
Something in the air just.
Well, that's fine, because at about this point, a voice comes into your head, Rosalind.
Oh, good.
Hey, Roz.
Oh boy.
Sorry I missed your message yesterday. I was sleeping. But good news! Mr. Chance gave me his sending stone.
Mr. Chance.
Roz almost falls off off the boat into the water. She definitely like loses her balance, then like has to like stumble back and like catch herself.
Are you? Yeah. Are you okay?
You gave your sending stone away today.
I'm gonna guess
but you
that
do
you
still
are
get to
not
respond.
okay.
I know, but I can't ask my question now.
Oh, how does a level 3 spell cause such
much pain.
havoc for Callie?
No! The worst. Ah.
Can I tell you something while you're having your crisis?
You're welcome to speak while she's having a crisis, yeah.
Nobody cared when my brother didn't come back right away either. I said, no need to worry. Stuff like that happens. There's more important things to worry about right now, Hermia. But he didn't come back.
All right, so I'm going to deal with this one and then the other. So in her mind, she's going to think back towards Saris.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is very important. Where I come from, my father's name is Anderin Chance. Does that name mean anything to you? Knowing that she can't respond today.
Yep.
And then she's gonna try and shift her mind and glance over at Hermia. I know you know this, so I'm not gonna belabor the point too much, but finding this Aeormaton isn't gonna find your brother.
Not the point I was making.
I know.
But I know that. It's just, yeah.
It sucks, the decisions that we're gonna have to make sometimes. And it's not that we don't care. It's just that if
They're not
I
as important.
No, it's the opposite, Hermia. If I let myself feel what I should be feeling over this missing person, I will never be able to focus on helping this little girl. And then she might get hurt too. Right now, I know where this little girl's going to be. And if we don't go, she's going to die. If I spend the rest of the week looking around in Nicodranus, I may not find our friend. Life is these horrible, awful moments of cold calculus sometimes. And you just gotta switch it off for a moment and focus on what needs to be done, because if you don't, it'll consume you. But it doesn't mean you don't care. Of course you care. We all do.
Hermia, in your head, you hear. She's right. She's the third most capable person in your group, and you left the first back in Nicodranus to look for the Aeormaton. You'll be fine.
Who's number 2?
That was Foamir, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to talk to anyone or do anything on the ship as you are sailing out for the evening?
First of all, when did we get our capability rankings? I don't recall participating in that test.
Excuse
Bobby,
me.
You're gonna have to-
You don't know any. You don't know what was said to Hermia.
I'm talking to you, Robbie. I'm speaking to the DM right now. Understand I don't get to compare to the DMPC. I don't get to roll a 20 whenever the story calls for it.
First of all, that
Mhm.
wasn't my rankings. Those are Foamir's rankings. So
Okay,
you would
sure.
have to ask Foamir about it.
All right, uh-huh.
Can I
All right.
cast Speak with Swords?
When you learn it, sure. All right, Corey, you find Leo. Leo, where do you think you would be on the boat?
I'd either be... I'd probably be on the deck somewhere smoking a cigar, like looking out at the water.
Okay. So,
Up.
Corey, you find Leo. And at some point, Winston, who's also an older guy, when it came up, he has a cigar too. So you just see Leo and this older human dude just sitting there, silent, staring out over the water, smoking.
Is this what I have to look forward to in old age?
Well, I'm 200 years old, so... I don't know. In my 90s, I was still gangbanging.
Oof.
Okay.
By the time I'm
All
90,
right.
I'll be in the ground. What is that, another 30 years for me? Winston just takes another long drag.
I mean, like a gangster. Like, we were doing gangster things, Kieran, not the
Oh,
weird thing you were thinking.
okay. Well, yeah, maybe use a different term because I don't think it would just be me who would take it that way. You know?
Yeah, I thought it was a little weird too.
See?
Different than that, I guess.
He hacks up a log over the edge.
Do you think I'd talk to you real quick, Leo?
Yeah, what you need, kid.
And Winston just
Well.
kind of like puts hands like, oh, I understand. My bad. And he just walks off.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. This is your ship now.
No, that
Please don't sink it when we meet the pirates.
we won't.
Don't piss yourself when you say them first.
Look, you made him cry.
At least I still have control of my bowels.
Elves only lose that in their 300th year.
So that's your new best friend, huh?
Maybe. But what you need, Corey?
I don't know if we've talked about this already. You've run in some circles before, yeah.
I was a leader of a gang, yes, Corey.
And you
It's kind of
didn't.
like land pirating.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't hear anything about the Blood Dawn or nothing like that?
Make a history check.
Relatively good. 15 plus H. 0, so 15.
You've never heard of the Blood Dawn, unfortunately.
When was the Blood Dawn?
Well, I don't know if they're still around or anything, but those are the people who had me, and then who got Karen.
I was up in Shady Creek Run. I didn't really do much dealings down here, and if we did, it was just like a peace offering amongst gangs and stuff like that.
You trade people as peace offerings?
Well, Not my gang per se. We usually gave like drugs and stuff.
Yeah. Well, did you, if you can remember, did you guys hear about any dealings with, folks like me?
With changelings?
Yeah.
Robbie, would I have come across any changelings in my 200 years?
Not that you are aware of. You were definitely like a lower level gang, so you might have like heard tales or like rumors of, more dangerous or famous gangsters who, may have been changelings or may have been rumored to have abilities and stuff like that, but Kieran and Zana are probably the first two that you've met in your lifetime.
Yeah, to be honest, you and Zana are pretty unique. I've never really met a changeling in person until I met you guys. And even then, I didn't even know you guys were changelings when I first met you.
That's true.
So, but there are rumblings every now and then as someone with your guys' powers able to sneak in and rise up the ranks a little bit, but no one
Oh,
that
but
I know of.
but they were just criminals that you heard of, like.
Rumors, you hear things over the centuries.
Okay. I don't know, it sucks. It really sucks. Being a changeling.
Why?
And, well, it seems fun, because I can, change and trick people and all those things, but, like, I mean, you said it yourself. How many of you met and how many of you heard of that were good people? And I don't know, I just feel like with this thing that we're doing tomorrow, I don't want to mess it up, but I don't know if things go wrong. I don't know. Like, Zana, she at least knew kind of where she came from. Like, I don't know, like Maeve and Hermia, and as much as like their family and they got all their stuff and whatever, like, Roz too, and you, and Leaf. Dang. I don't know anything. And I feel like, and maybe I'm putting too much into it, but maybe I can find out something here. Maybe. Something.
I mean, if they're the answers you want, we can seek them. But just know that we need to save this little girl first.
No, I know. I'm not gonna risk all that for, just for me. It's just, I don't know.
I mean, if there's a link to uncovering your past here, I don't think there's anyone around here that would begrudging you trying to find that.
Yeah. Leo, I give you a lot of shit, but I appreciate you. And I don't know if anyone says that enough to you. Not like us, but like in your life,
I mean, I don't. Thank you, Kieran. And I ruffle your hair a little bit.
All right, careful with the horns. They're still sensitive.
Maeve,
What does that mean?
as you've been pacing around, anxious and
I'm just
nervous.
pacing.
Yep. Luster has been barely touching the deck as he has been flying through the air, enjoying the open sea breeze, and occasionally will swoop down and plunge into the water completely, and a few seconds later come back out with a fish that he brings up and drops at your feet.
Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna have to cook it so I can eat it. I have him on fire type if he wants to torch it for me.
The Kenku, actually, as he goes back out and kind of goes around, comes up to you. Going grocery shopping today?
What's between him and the fish? Yes, Luster got some fish.
And in Tabby's voice, which you recognize from the few that she's talking, or for the few that you've heard her saying, supper's almost ready.
Oh,
And the Kenku
right.
goes to pick up the fish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love him. Very well.
And Luster brings a few more, and every time the Kenku comes back to grab the fish, and you see as they take it downstairs somewhere, probably to Tabby, as it seems like Luster's helping to provide dinner today.
Good boy. Good job.
And eventually, as all of you are hanging out, the Kenku comes back, and you hear in Leo's voice, "The second chances, dinner is ready," and then starts to mimic the sound of a dinner bell.
Well, I know it's going to be a lot of fish.
We need to get us a Kenku.
I'm sort of like, I can do that.
And I mimic Leo's voice.
And then you hear in Kieran's voice, "It sucks. It really sucks."
Oh, don't be eavesdropping.
And the Kenku runs back downstairs.
Aw, you hurt
let's-
his feelings.
I didn't mean to, but that you can't just be sneaking up on people like that.
Would you do that?
I don't listen it well.
I don't listen.
Thank you, by the way, Just the Human, for bringing in that rating party of 22. We appreciate you very much.
Hello.
As we get to the dinner table, Roz looks at Leo with the most pathetic, pitiful look she has ever given and just holds her hand out. Can I have my sending stone back, please?
Yeah, but it's used.
That's fine. I'll need it tomorrow.
Who have you been contacting?
My quarry spirit in this world, who is alive at the moment, so I am the quarry spirit of this world, I suppose.
The child. So.
But a child. And I just
Oh.
got I think they're like 7 or 8. But I just found out that the name, or the surname anyway, of the next door neighbor she's been stealing the sending stone from is Chance, which is my father's last name.
Oh. That's.
And I now have a bit of an operating theory that I think she might have been adopted by my family.
Aww. Isn't that sweet to know, though?
If it's true, yes, incredibly so, but I don't yet have the proof that I need of that. But she looks at the sending stone so begrudgingly. But I'm going to try to find out.
So bowls of fish stew are handed out to everyone. And as the Kenku tries it, they mimic again in Kieran's voice. "It sucks. It really sucks." And Tabby turns around and goes, "That's rude. You've been on the ship for less than a day. We cooked dinner for you." And, like, rude. And turns
Roz
back
points
around.
to the Kenku. Wow.
The stew's okay. As far as fish
Pretty
stew
good.
goes. Yeah, it's all right.
Maybe just kind of picks at it.
So,
Still haven't heard from Kaylin? Sorry. Of course, there was something we could do.
only, like you, send a message once per day, so I suppose I will wait for the morning. Hopefully, maybe
Where was
he's
Kalen last time you spoke to him?
well. If I can look at the map.
As far as you're
I'm try-
aware, he was still in Jorhas.
As far as I aware, just in Jorhas,
We
but
know he had left Bazaksan.
they did mention it was dangerous.
I think he said he was heading. Last time we talked to him, he said he was heading down to this area.
To the moorlands, where there are
Yeah.
2 roaming barbarian tribes.
Are there any teleportation circles or archives back that way?
Nothing that I would know about. I've never been in that area, and I don't know if the, you know, Cobalt Soul libraries are out there. I know he was with Raven. They were fighting something.
Maybe tomorrow you could reach out to Raven.
Could try that.
Hey, Kalen's tough.
Yeah,
And so is
he's-
Raven.
that's true. I'm focused though. Hopefully, I'll at least hear something, and we'll talk later.
All right.
Well, if worse comes to worse, we can take a ship out that way, and
It's gonna be a long time to get there, I'm afraid.
it'd be faster on boat than it would be on foot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, I had this random thought like a few nights ago. You know how like we can close portals and shit?
Yes.
Yes.
What if we could like open portals and teleport?
That would certainly be useful.
Can we do
Yeah.
that?
I mean, we could
I
try.
don't know.
And there's an
Let's-
island that we're gonna be nearby that's probably abandoned. So we go on the island where no one could get hurt, and then we could try it.
I vote we get the little girl to safety first before we
No,
try
I'm not-
anything like that.
I am no,
Yeah,
mission
yeah.
first. But I
Right.
just had this random dream, and I was like, oh my god, we could try this.
Okay.
That is.
Well, Mr. Black did say we should try and open a portal on our own terms at some point. So
He meant metaphorically, but if it could be done
we can,
literally.
yeah, if we can literally do that, it's not the worst thing. Okay. After the mission, we try that,
Right.
and well, we'll keep trying to reach Kalen in the meantime. Like I say, we'll try and reach Raven.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drink tonight, don't drink heavily. Make sure you get some sleep.
No,
All of you. That's the whole group.
the wine sucks anyway.
It
So
really does.
It's cooking wine.
just to make sure I have the plan right,
Mhm.
I'm staying out of sight so that they don't know I'm even part of the crew.
Right?
Scale down the ship somehow and water walk on over there.
Yep.
And then I have the cloak and then just zip right back to the ship.
You got it.
Yeah.
You
Should
go
I
over
start
there.
a fire?
Uh,
Because like if they start firing at us,
Yeah.
that could slow them down.
I mean, so here's the thing, Kieran. They are
Mhm.
likely to have a powder hold somewhere if they have cannons. So if you wanted to set a little fire,
In
Yeah.
that case, Corey, she's gonna give you her climbing tool. Maybe this will help you
Oh.
scale the ship.
Oh, yeah.
I can. Let me. Is there a way to hold on? I can like tell you what it does. It basically gives you like a bonus to climbing.
Cool.
So as all
And
of
if you need
are-
anything, you just call out in our minds, and I'll be right there. Okay?
As you're all
Yeah.
having this conversation, the Kenku looks up to First Mate Flowers and goes, "Should I start a fire?" And she just looks at all of you and goes, "No offense, but I hate having new people on this boat." Kenku reaches up and pats her on the shoulder. "Leo, I appreciate you."
Aw.
She
I say
says
the king.
2
bird.
flowers, though.
I say the word. I can teach you new things and new voices if you want. Like, if you want to have like a certain voice and stuff, I could give that to you.
Kind of clicks and tweets at you a few times and goes in a deep, sort of orcish accent. Fuck yeah. You see
Okay, cool.
flowers, just face palms, and the orc, who hasn't said much, since then, just kind of looks up and goes, I'm sorry! She has good ears! And then stomps away upstairs.
Oh boy. All right.
And then, sorry, crew. Is Leaf coming with me? I can't remember if we said yes or no on that last session.
No, because we don't have a
No.
way to get them back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's well, no, because we have Zana's thing now, right?
Only one.
We have the cloak that Leo gave you, and then
Mhm.
we have the other one for emergencies if something goes ape shit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If we need to get over there real fast.
Yeah.
So, First Mate Flowers stands up and goes, all right, well, it's starting to get dark out, so most of us are probably going to hit the sack soon. If you need anything, Cole and Rachel are usually the ones up during the night shift. So just let them know, but otherwise, and she points up to the front of the ship where you see about 7 hammocks gently swaying back and forth. Those are for all of you, and we'll be down there, and she points towards the other end where there are a few rooms.
Sounds good.
Very well. Thank you.
Rosal, get up to your feet. Well, night, everybody.
Good night.
And she goes over and finds a hammock, and she definitely falls the first time, as
Yep,
she's
mhm.
definitely not used to doing this, like on a moving ship, especially. So you all just hear a thud, ow, and then a moment later, she manages to get into it and starts resting.
When I pass by Hermia, I give her my sending stone, and I say, "Here, if you wanna contact Sir Baxon again in the morning."
Thanks.
Hey, sleep tight.
Have a good sleep.
So, as everyone starts to get comfortable within their hammocks, right in the center of the ship floor, right in between everyone, for all to see, Kaelin appears. Lying down, shirtless, bandaged with a wound up his left side that is stained crimson with blood. He kind of awkwardly looks around.
Maeve has gotten to
Oh.
her feet, has
Yeah.
already cried out, and has run towards his side.
All right.
What
you
happened?
Sit down, and
Are you
obviously,
okay?
if you try to touch him, nothing happens.
I know.
I'm fine. You're on a boat?
Yes. Long story. On a mission. What happened? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry I couldn't
Don't apologize. What happened?
do it earlier. The rebellion or the civil war, whatever they're calling it, we got swept up in it. So I was fighting on the side of the rebels somehow for some reason. But I'm fine. It looks a lot worse than it is, I promise.
Okay. What kind of a wound is it?
Mostly broken bones at this point. But don't worry, I am particularly adept at keeping my blood inside of me.
Thank the gods for that. Raven, how is she?
She's fine as well. Her lycanthropy has its uses, so she's good.
Okay. Oh, okay. She just is like sighing like just a lot of stress has finally come out.
Damn, Maeve, he's even prettier with his shirt off.
Raz, go back to sleep.
You see, anyone who's paying attention can see that Kaelin blushes quite a bit at that.
So is Maeve at this point. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, we
No,
are
no,
all.
yeah, okay.
I mean, if you guys need some room, there's some up deck.
I don't want to make him move. It's fine. We'll make this quick. You need to heal. We've
So-
got a mission. Go ahead.
How's everyone been?
Everybody else like, go ahead.
Galen,
Corey
I'm sorry.
has returned.
Have.
Wink.
Oh, right. Yes. Corey. Of course.
Mhm.
It's good to see you again. I'm glad that you found your way back to your friends.
So are we.
Yeah. So how's
Roz,
everything?
About.
And I like kind of like nudge towards me. You know, how's everything?
Corey.
He gestures down to his side. Not great.
Kalen,
Yeah.
don't you worry about that. That is gonna leave a sexy as hell scar, and believe me, I know about them.
Gonna choke you.
Actually,
Could probably get Jester to make you like a vodka tasting one.
with
fix
my
that.
magic, I can actually heal up scars pretty well, so there won't be.
Oh, pity.
I just
It's
don't
fine.
have a lot in me just yet. I figured Maeve would be worried, so I, made sure to
He was in tears all day.
contact her.
Roz, I was not in tears.
You watch as
I was
he kind of looks off to the side. Yes, it's Timavra. I know I shouldn't, but we haven't spoken. Yes, okay. I won't be long. Thank you. Raven's all right?
Good.
All right.
Glad.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. You're fine. But yes, we are currently on a mission to manage an issue with pirates.
I see.
Deal with a ransom issue. So,
Well, I look forward to hearing about it.
of course. But otherwise, she's still kind of like, okay, everybody's here. Otherwise, yeah. I'll tell you more later. But I'm fine. And yeah, we're on a boat. Lester caught a lot of fish today. She's just kind of like, I don't know what to say right now.
He's
There's
just
a lot of people here.
smiling and letting you drone on.
Of course, that's what she's good at. But yeah, what's your next? I mean, are you in a safe place to heal at least?
Yes, we're with the tribes of the Moorlands. There were rumors, I guess, that they were joining the rebel side of the conflict. And it seems the dynasty had set a contingent out there to check, and hostilities, tempers flared, and the next thing you know, there was a fight, and we found ourselves with them. But eventually were forced to withdraw. Luckily, being the nomadic type that they are, it wasn't much of a problem for them, but we're with them now. So I'm not sure what's going to happen next, but seems the civil war here in the dynasty is in full swing now.
Oh. She thinks for a moment. If Corey actually had a theory that we're going to be testing. And if that theory works, well, I mean, that's a lot of unrest and change happening in that area.
It is. Didn't you surmise or theorize, though, that these portals have to open near you or use you as a conduit somehow?
I believe so. It's hard to know, though, if anything's going to go awry, I suppose. That is the idea. But I think it's more of that's been attempted to flow. That she kind of thinks the river has been damned to flow that way, but that doesn't mean trickles can't fall off the stream in another way, as far as we understand.
Well, a civil war is as good as any way to test it out.
Right. Well, just let me know if anything happens about that. We can see if,
He nods solemnly.
I hope not, but certainly Certainly seems like a breeding ground for such a thing. You not sure where you're going to be going next after this?
No. Part of me feels like we should stay to help. Seeing people. War is. It's war.
Yeah. It's awful no matter who you are.
All right. Well, I'm mainly just want to let you know that I'm fine and I will be all right.
Yes, I very much appreciate that. Rest up. Just let me know when you're better, and we'll talk then.
Good luck with your pirates.
Halen, I have a question for you.
Yes, Rosalind?
So, obviously, her being very important to us. What are your intentions with our time Avra?
Roz? What?
Just
This
bring
is-
her back before 10.
That's
all I
Obviously, all still very new to us.
Mm-hmm.
And my work takes me to many strange and dangerous places, and her work takes her to many strange and dangerous places. So, fortunately,
Isn't that-
maybe some time before we get a chance to explore that.
Right. Just look at both of you like, just demon eyes.
So
Hey.
until then, I'm going to have to rely on all of you to keep an eye on her for me. Keep her safe.
Can do.
They've been supportive. Usually.
She's got the biggest shit-eating grin on her face right now.
Leo does too.
So both of you like, shut up.
I'll talk to you soon,
Well.
Maeve.
Till next time.
And his image fades away.
She loves you. Bye.
Corey!
You hear
Too
Corey's
soon.
voice echo from the back of the ship. She loves you, bye!
That's a good one to learn.
They're gonna fire that poor Kenku by the time we get back.
No, I'm gonna go talk to the Kenku and I'm gonna give them more phrases. And I start practicing my deep orc voice.
Thank you all. I'm sorry that had to be public.
Oh, I'm not. I thought that was outstanding. Listen, we don't ever get to talk to Kalen. You always hog him to yourself. It was so pleasant to get to see our friend, see how he's doing.
Strangle you in your
With
sleep.
his shirt off, I can see why you like him so much.
Oh my gosh, right? So dreamy.
It's going. I'm not listening anymore. Go into her
Someone
hammock.
clears their voice, and all of you turn to see the elven lady, Selena.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. I was just heading to my own room, but it seems you've all found your lodgings for the night. Apologize that they aren't the most comfy.
Better than the ground.
Hermia, was it? If I'm not mistaken, are you a Ladrin, Feyborn?
Who's asking? Sorry.
The bard, Selena. She's an elven lady.
Oh, yeah?
You might find the amenities a bit more comfortable in my room tonight.
No, I'm good. I want to, be out.
All right.
Roz has it, she got this really excited look and then she goes, oh.
Very well.
Hermia, don't let the poor girl sleep alone tonight.
No, it's fine.
Leo, you can go with her.
It's fine.
He doesn't want to go with me.
Oh.
Well, rest up. You have to
Thank
keep
you.
us safe from all the pirates tomorrow. Hopefully this isn't our last night on the sea, but
Hopefully
just hoping
not.
making it a memorable one. And she pouts and walks to the back of the ship and goes into her room.
Oh.
I looked at Corey. You know, Corey, you keep making fun of me, but Hermia's had 2 people proposition her in the past several days.
In as many nights.
So, I think the joke's gotta now go on her.
You know, you're
Oh.
right, May, but I don't know. Ooh,
what?
what? I could make her happy. I could make that elf lady happy. I could turn into her.
No!
No.
No, that's not okay. No.
I'm just kidding. Oh my god, you're so serious.
Oh my god. I was like, no one's ever gonna get any action in this party. That's... Somewhere in another world, there's a party with an ASMR and 4 people who are getting equally as little action.
Yeah. So it probably takes a
I'd say.
while for everyone to eventually fall asleep, since you have, you know, in the past when you were younger, when you had sleepovers, like no one actually ever fell asleep because somebody was
Yeah.
always asking questions and talking, and this night it's Corey.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just talking to the Kenku, so I'm sorry.
But
I'm just like-
eventually,
It's high noon. I'm just saying random shit.
eventually, sleep does find all of you. And as awkward as it is, there is also probably a gentle sort of calming nature to the way the boat moves, to the sound of the waves against it. But you'll have a restful night for whatever it is that may come tomorrow morning, which we will find out next week.